Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1971 Olivetti Lettera 32 vintage ultra portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in Spain, and these were also made in Italy. Basically the same exact machine that was made in Italy. Besides, the color of the shell is green. It's a greenish blue versus the Italy version, which is more bluish green. Up top are the margins. This is the left margin. I'm going to set that on 0 and the right one around 75 to 80. And these are your paper support arms that flip up from the back. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got 2 adjustable rollers and a scale. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, gets you back to the beginning, and skips 1, 2, or 3. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip that switch forward 1 notch. It skips 2. One more, it skips 3. We're going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that down to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red when you have it in the middle. It doesn't print any ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. When you have it up top on the blue indicator, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. We're going to move that down for red. Beautiful. One of the most iconic typewriters of all time, in excellent condition, beautiful print. Pica typeface prints 10 characters per inch. This is the lightest touch you can get when it comes to manual typewriters. Feels like you're typing on a laptop, and you could change the touch on the side here. Very important because it's such a light touch that you might want to use this to increase the tension on that. And I'll go through the spools in a little bit. Put the color back on black to pull the page out easy. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip it forward. It unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easy, or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. You got to make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. I'm going to put this down for now. Got a shift on each side and a shift lock on the left to clear that. Just hit the shift button again. This blank key that people might mistake for the 1 key is actually the margin release. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release. It allows you to type past that all the way to the end. Very good. The traditional 1 is the lowercase l, and the exclamation point is the shift 8, which is the apostrophe, and then backspace it with a period underneath. Tab set and clear on the left side here, and the tab button is on the right side in red. Right now we have tab set at 10 space intervals, so I'm just going to clear each one of them one at a time by pushing that lever down. You barely got to hit it. Doesn't even make a sound or anything. Super light. Everything's super light about this machine. Now they're all clear, so to set one, you just flip that switch up. And there's an S and a C in there to tell you which side is which. And you can set as many tabs as you want on this model. And if you have an Olivetti Lettera 22, it's the opposite. It's down to set and up to clear. Backspace on the right side. Smooth and light, just like the rest of the typewriter. And that's it for the keyboard. So this hood comes off from the front. It's got a spring that locks in, and these hooks in the back, you need to slide that out and not try to break that. These will break. It's cast iron. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. If you want to switch that direction, the side you want it to go to, there's a little ribbon guide back here. Just flip it towards the middle on the side you want it to go to. It'll pull to that side. And that's meant to catch the eyelid at the end of the ribbon, which is the little metal piece at the end. And it'll catch on that and reverse automatically to the side it needs to go to. And if you don't have an eyelet at the end of your ribbon, you can just tie a knot. That usually works. So we're going to put this in with the hooks first in the back and then pop it down on the front. Got the carriage lock on the right side. Flip it down and it locks the carriage in the middle. Flip it up, unlocks it. This is your carriage release on the right side. Super smooth, light smooth. Beautiful typewriter, excellent condition, iconic machine. If you push the button here at the end of the left knob, it disables the spacing when you turn the knob so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is a half a space, and the same concept. If you move the line space selector all the way back to 0, disables the spacing, move it to the 1, you get the clicks. And this swivels back so when you have it in a case that doesn't break off. This is extremely difficult to replace. I just learned how to replace these, but this is made out of cast aluminum, so these don't bend. These just break right off. If you put it in a case like this, then that thing can just boom, break right off. So you want to tuck that back like that before you put it in the case. And that's it. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.